using Face ID. Then there is this topic of how well it works, and then this is just to talk about how well the Face ID works. Everyone I've spoken to who has been in a position to be using it for weeks or months says it's incredibly reliable no matter the light level. The combination of using the RGB camera and the infrared emitter plus the dot projector covers a wide array of scenarios that allow it to be reliable and very fast. One anecdotal thing: if you lift your phone and sweep up immediately, there's a good chance that the Face ID system will have performed its authentication fast enough to have unlocked your device by the time you finish your sweep. That's how fast it is. But the speed isn't the only question. Sunglasses, for instance, are fairly commonly worn outdoors. Federingi had mentioned in an email to a user that most sunglasses would work fine. I asked whether polarization was a problem. He said no. It turns out that polarization isn't the issue. I have a set of polarized sunglasses that work just fine with Face ID. What it is that different lenses have a different amount of infrared infiltration. Most let enough infrared through that most lenses your eyes are visible to the infrared even if they are not visible to the human eye, says Federingi. There are some lenses whose coatings block infrared. In those cases, the customer can just use a passcode or take them off. He knows there are some people for whom the attention feature just won't work. If you are blind or vision impaired, for instance, you may not be able to stare directly at the phone to communicate your intent. In those cases where a face is recognized, even with sunglasses on, but it can see your eyes, you can just turn off the attention detection feature. You still get Face ID, but at a lower level of overall security because it's not ensuring that your eyes are directly focused on it. You can turn off attention detection as a user, says Federingi. There's some compromise to detection there, but if you have a condition where you can look at it, that's a choice you have. And if you don't want to use the Face ID feature at all, you can turn it off. Face ID requires that it be able to see your eyes, nose and mouth. This means there are scenarios where it just won't work. If you're a surgeon or someone who wears a garment that covers your face, it's not going to work, says Federingi. But if you are wearing a helmet or scarf, it works quite well. This means that Face ID is not going to be a viable option for people who wear a mask for work or wear a hijab. For instance, they will need to use a passcode. Federingi knows that this limitation is similar to Touch ID, which simply didn't work if you wore gloves or had wet fingers. Another common question is about what kind of angles and distances you can be at in relation to your iPhone to get it to unlock. It's quite similar to ranges you be at if you put your phones in the front-facing camera mode to take a picture, says Federingi. Once your space from eyes to mouth come into view, that will be the matching range. It can work at fairly extreme angles. If it's down low because your phone is in your lap, it can unlock it as soon as it can see those features. Basically, if you're using your phone across a natural series of angles, it can unlock it. Obviously, those angles are limited because it tries to use the attention detection system to match that you are not just in your phone's view. Why? Because you are not just in your phone's view while it is awake, but that you're actively trying to use it. This is why it won't work when you are asleep. If someone tries to unlock your phone, or if you are talking to someone and a third party tries to point the phone at your face to unlock it, you have to be paying attention. As mentioned above, Apple went to great lengths to gather its own data on facial shapes and angles, and when it did so, it made sure to gather them across a broad basis of geographic location, ages, and ethnic groups. Federingi says that Apple has tested it extensively. It should not matter what your cultural background is. Face ID work with your face. There have been plenty of examples of a theoretical accessible technology not living up to the actual cultural diversity of our world. A recent example that went viral was soap dispenser that didn't recognize a man's hand because his skin was dark. Apple has gone through some of the efforts in hardware and software to make sure that this doesn't happen with Face ID. How it works once it gets out to millions of people, we have to wait to see. Oh, thank you.